A linear perspective is when a two-dimensional artwork is seen as three-dimensional. The components in a linear perspective includes the vanishing point, horizon line, and orthogonal lines. The orthogonal lines are multiple parallel lines that align to connect at the vanishing point. The vanishing point is located on the horizon line and where the orthogonal lines meet. The horizon line is where the viewer's attention is directed towards to the vanishing point. A one-point perspective artwork only contains one vanishing point. According to Smart History, the linear perspective can be traced back to as early as the 15th century in Florence, Italy. The one-point perspective was rediscovered by Filippo Bernicelli. He created the outline of Church of Santo Spirito to portray how the finished product would look. From this, the use of representing space in artworks was more common ever than before. This technique was called spatial reality.
Italian artists used the idea of a linear perspective to show a three-dimensional surface two-dimensional, as well as wanting to make their artwork look more natural and show that they thoroughly understand the human body. The concept of a linear perspective allowed Italian artists to draw the human body realistically. One artist that used linear perspective was Leonardo da Vinci in his most famous painting, The Last Supper. The viewer looking at this painting would be directed to look at the center because of two reasons. One of the reasons is that the person in the center, whom is Jesus, is brightly drawn compared to the other figures surrounding him. The horizon line is located directly on top of Jesus' head, therefore making the vanishing point in the center of the painting, which is the top of Jesus' forehead. The windows and ceilings are the representation of the orthogonal lines because the windows and ceilings are aligned towards the vanishing point.
Another artist that used linear perspective was Raphael in one of his paintings, The School of Athens. Similarly to The Last Supper, drawn by Leonardo da Vinci, the viewer's attention would be directed towards the two figures in the middle, who were Plato and Aristotle. The horizon line runs across the center of the painting, which means that the vanishing point exists on that line. The vanishing point is in between Plato and Aristotle, therefore the orthogonal lines would be the floor and the ceiling's arc because they are pointing towards the point. In this painting, Raphael used the concept of linear perspective to make Plato and Aristotle stand out. So for this particular assignment, we were asked to take 3 pictures of a one-point linear perspective view around the city. In this first picture, our first location was the Flatiron Building located near Madison Square Park. When looking at the picture, you may think that the vanishing point is located on the right and left side of the building, but as a matter of fact, where we stood to take the picture is the vanishing point. The streets in the picture from the left and the right are the orthogonal lines, therefore the lines meet at where we are standing. The horizon line cannot be seen because it is located at our standing point.
The second location we chose to take a picture of was at the bottom of an MTA subway station staircase. In this picture, the vanishing point is located on the horizon line, which is where the end of the staircase meets the sky. The railings and steps in this case represents the orthogonal lines that direct your view to the vanishing point. As you look towards the vanishing point, the view becomes more narrower because it looks further away from where we're standing. The last location we chose was in the middle of the streets. The horizon line is located at the traffic light that is further down in the picture. The vanishing point is in between those traffic lights. The cars drawing straight forward and down represents the orthogonal lines as well as the buildings on both sides of the streets, because they all eventually meet at the vanishing point.